Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly book plug. Each week I bring you a book that I love, but might not be on your radar. This week we have An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. And this is the first in a fantasy quartet that is set with the premise of a forceful and tyrannical ruling class, the marshals, and the oppressed servant class, the scholars. Now the scholars are on the verge of rebellion. And this premise has been done before, but there are still enough unique and interesting elements to the story to keep it fresh. Laya's grandparents were just murdered and her brother was just arrested by a group of marshals led by a mask, a highly trained and elite military personnel. Her parents died when she was a child, and she is desperate to free her last remaining family member. Laya learns that her brother was working with the resistance, so she seeks them out and offers to work for them if they will help her free her brother. And she is sent to work as a spy, as a housemaid in the house of the commandant who runs the military school that trains the masks. While she's there, she meets Elias, the son of the commandant and the top student at the school. Now, despite his mother being the commandant and his grandfather being a prominent military person, Elias abhors violence and is desperate to escape the school, an offense that is punishable by death. Now, Laya and Elias soon learn that their paths are inescapably intertwined and that they are just small pieces in a much larger game. The premise and the plot of this book are a little bit intricate, so it's hard to give a brief setup to them. But just note that this book sets the stage for an even larger story that events unfold throughout the remaining books. And the series itself goes in some really unexpected directions. Just note, this book has a little bit of everything. It's got adventure, fantasy, mystery, mythology, espionage, warfare, rebellion, and even a little bit of romance. Best of all, the final book in the series just came out this week, so if you like the first book, you can binge read all of the remaining ones.